We all have our faults. Certainly, some would consider Josh Hamilton's flaws to be huge. Regardless, they've certainly been played out on the big stage. Credit Josh Hamilton, though. He's always acknowledged his mistakes. He's always spoken openly about his challenges, and he's always been accountable. Mark Rogers TV on Josh Hamilton signing with the Los Angeles Angels. 5 years, $125 million. Backloaded contract, most of the money is. Certainly big numbers for a big talent who has produced enormous figures. 2010 MVP, 2010 batting champion, hitting .359. He's won 3 Silver Sluggers in that 2010 season. He won the ALCS MVP. Just this past season, 43 bombs, 128 RBIs, and these are not empty numbers. Don't think A-Rod in Texas. These are winning numbers. He has led his team to 2 World Series, and maybe just because he's so natural, and maybe it's the big smile, but he doesn't look like an intense competitor, doesn't look like a clutch player. He doesn't have that reputation, but again, he's played for a winner. He's led his team to 2 World Series, and don't forget that Josh Hamilton would have hit the game-winning home run in the World Series if his Rangers bullpen had not blown the lead in St. Louis. Okay, now the concerns. First of all, injury. The guy gets hurt. In 2009, he only played 89 games. In 2010, he missed all of September when he cracked some ribs. And then in 2011, he also missed considerable time, missed 36 games, in fact, with a shoulder problem late in the season. Also with the plate, this guy relies on his natural ability. He doesn't come across, at least, as the most disciplined or the most intelligent hitter. And that really showed up in the second half last season. He fell into a huge slump, and it really cost his team. He didn't look like he was trying to work pitches or work pitchers to get out of the slump or help his team in any way. He just keeps swinging away, and the Rangers collapsed while Josh Hamilton collapsed in the second half as a hitter. And also, there's, of course, the much publicized drug and alcohol problems, mostly from the past, but he has had 2 relapses in the last 3 years, and that remains a concern. But again, a concern that Josh Hamilton's very upfront about. He talks very openly about how his faith guides him and directs him and supports him day to day to day to day. And if he's not where he needs to be in his faith, then he falls, just like the rest of us are vulnerable to do in whatever area that might be for us. From a business standpoint, I don't agree with this decision because I don't agree with it for many of the reasons I don't agree with the Angels signing Albert Pujols last season. I think it's too much money for an extended period of time with too many risks involved for a player that is on the downside. That said, I am extremely impressed with Josh Hamilton as a person. I root for him. I hope he does well with the Los Angeles Angels. And now need to hear from you, because I would like to hear what you have to say about the Josh Hamilton situation with the Los Angeles Angels. Boom or bust, what's going to happen here, and what do you think about the future with Hamilton, Pujols, and the rest of the Angels on Mark Rogers TV?